Welcome to JSR Voice. Now in this class I am going to explain one question as well as its solution under income from capital gains. Let us go and discuss here. Before going into the discussion of income from capital gain problem and its solution, let me discuss few points which are very important for doing solution. So here, first of all, assets are classified into two types: non-financial assets and financial assets. So coming to non-financial assets, what are non-financial assets? Land, building, plant and machinery, equipment, jewelry, gold ornaments, etc. And here, we have to decide whether these non-financial assets are long-term assets or short-term capital assets. So here whenever we are going to decide it, first of all we have to divide those into two types: land and buildings one cadre, and other assets are going to coming under another category. So land and buildings, to determine short-term capital asset or long-term capital asset, we have to consider time period of 2 years. If assessee is purchasing that asset, that is land and buildings, and selling it within the period of 2 years, then we have to call it as short-term capital asset. Okay, if suppose he is the asset is held by the assessee for more than 2 years period, then we can call it as long-term capital asset. This 2 years period is applicable for land and buildings. Coming to other assets, like plant and machinery, gold ornaments, equipment, okay, jewelry. So we have to take time period of 3 years. If the asset is held by the assessee for less than 3 years, then we have to call it as a short-term capital asset. Suppose if the asset is held by the assessee for more than 3 years period and then he is selling it off, then we have to call it as long-term capital asset. Hope this is clear. So, and next, this is a format that we are going to follow for calculation of income from capital gains. Always this is a format. Okay, let us go and discuss one question and its solution now. So this is our question. Today's question is this one. So here, Mr. Murthy sold a residential house in Mumbai. So Murthy is our assessee. He is selling his residential house. Okay, so building, land and building. So 2 years period will be taken into account to determine short term or long term. And he sold the house for 20 crores 20 lakhs. Okay, selling price is 20 crores 20 lakhs. That is known as consideration received. And cost of acquisition 16 years ago was 8 lakhs. So he purchased that land and he purchased that residential house 16 years ago. Okay, so 2 years period will be taken into account. He is using that house for more than 2 years and he is selling it off. So we can treat it as long term asset. Okay, long term capital asset. So at what price he purchased 8 lakhs, and cost inflation index number, CII number, okay, of that purchasing year is 100. Okay, so after 3 months he purchased a flat. So after selling this house he is purchasing one flat, okay, for 15 crores. So whenever assessee sells one capital asset and purchases similar kind of capital asset, then we have to give deduction under section 54. Okay, so here he is selling one residential house and he is purchasing another flat within 3 months period for 15 crores. So we can give exemption because asset type is same. Okay, 15 crores is eligible for exemption under section 54. So how much exemption we have to give, that we will discuss while doing solution. Okay, so selling expenses, how much? 1 lakh. And calculate income from capital gain. They are asking us to calculate income from capital gain. Let us go and solve it. So here, this is a format that we are going to follow. First here we are going to write name of the assessee. Okay, computation of income from capital gain of Mr. What is the name of the assessee here? Mr. Name of the assessee is Mr. Murthy. So let us write name of the assessee here, Mr. Murthy, for the assessment year 2024 and 25. So this is a heading always we should give on the top of the columns. So now we have to draw columns, that is particulars amount. Already columns are ready, format is ready. We are just going to fill the values. So for all problems, this is a format that we are going to follow. You have to remember that. First item is consideration received. Consideration received means selling price of the asset. So we already discussed a question. What is the selling price? 20 crores 20 lakhs. Let us record here in the place of consideration received. 20 crores 20 lakhs. Okay, we recorded that 20 crores 20 lakhs. Next is less selling expenses or transfer expenses. We have to deduct selling expenses here. Selling expenses are also available in the question, that is 1 lakh. Okay, selling expenses are 1 lakh. Let us go and record 1 lakh. So let us deduct 1 lakh selling expenses from 20 crores 20 lakhs consideration received. So how much we get? 20 crores 19 lakhs. Okay, 20 crores 19 lakhs we get. We should name it as net consideration. Okay, and after that we have to deduct either cost of acquisition or indexed cost of acquisition. So cost of acquisition, when we are going to deduct, if our asset is a short term capital asset, we deduct cost of acquisition. If our asset is long term asset, then we are going to deduct indexed cost of acquisition. So here our assessee actually has residential house. That asset is held by the assessee for 16 years period, so more than 2 years. So we are going to deduct indexed cost of acquisition because it is long term capital asset. So we should calculate that indexed cost of acquisition. So for calculation of indexed cost of acquisition, we have to follow these two formulas when the asset was purchased actually. So 1-4-2001 index number is 100. So here in the question they mention clearly 16 years ago he purchased, and what is the index number? 100. So they purchased in the year 2001 and 2. Okay, index number of 2001 and 2 is 100. So what is the meaning here? He purchased in 2001 and 2 means he purchased after 1-4-2001. Okay, after April 1st 2001 he purchased that residential house. So we are going to follow second formula, model 2. If the asset is purchased by the assessee after 1-4-2001, we are going to follow this. First one I am going to delete it because this is not useful for this solution. We are going to follow the second one because asset is purchased during 2001 and 2. How we came to know? Because index number is given as 1. Okay, whenever index number is 100 students. So whenever index number is 100, when actually the index number of the year will be 100, whenever he purchased in the year 2001 and 2. So here we can understand it clearly that the asset is purchased during the period of April 1st 2001 to 31st March 2002. So it is after 1-4-2001. That is why we are going to take this model 2 formula. Okay, what is that? Indexed cost of acquisition is equal to that is original cost of the asset into previous year index divided by index of the purchasing year. Let us substitute the values here. Indexed cost of acquisition is equal to original cost. What is the original cost? That purchasing price 8 lakhs. Let us take 8 lakhs here. 8 lakhs into previous year index is 348 students. You have to remember that. Previous year index number is 348 divided by index of the purchasing year. So they have given clearly that it is 100. Okay, so we can take 100 here. So how much we are going to get now? Let us calculate. 8 lakhs into 348 divided by 100. So it is 27 lakhs 84,000. Okay, so index to cost of acquisition is equal to 27 lakhs 84,000. This is index to cost of acquisition. Let us record here. 27 lakhs 84,000. Okay. Next, we are going to deduct that from the previous value, that is net consideration. So, how much we get? Let us see. We get 19 crores 91. Okay, let me calculate once again. So, that is 20 crores 19 lakhs minus 27 lakhs 84,000. So we get 19 crores 91 lakhs 16,000. 19 crores 91 lakhs 16,000. Okay, this is what we get. And here we are going to deduct index to cost of improvement, but there are no additions, so it is nil, students. Okay, so if any additions are there to the asset, then we are going to calculate this. If you don't want to write, you need not to write. Okay, you can skip this also. If you already have written, then you can write nil. So then again we get same amount, 19 crores 91 lakhs 16,000. Then we have to give deductions under section 54. When we give deductions under section 54, whenever assessee is selling one asset and is purchasing similar kind of asset again, then we are going to give deduction under section 54. So here he sold a residential house and immediately he is purchasing a flat. Okay, so for how much price? For 15 crores. So he is eligible for deduction under section 54. Then how much? Let me show the details. Deduction under section 54. Least of the two always. First one is amount of capital gain available. So how much capital gain is available here? 19 crores 91 lakhs 16,000. Okay, we take that. So here whatever gain is available before giving deduction, that is known as amount of capital gain available. Okay, so let us take that. Amount of capital gain available is 19 crores 91 lakhs 16,000. Next, amount eligible for deduction. So how much is eligible for deduction? How much he invests in purchasing the new flat. Okay, so if you purchase a similar kind of asset, or if you invest that money in capital gain scheme or in notified securities, then that time also he is eligible for deduction under section 54. So here he is purchasing a flat for 15 lakhs. So 15 lakhs is eligible for deduction. So 15 crores, students, not 15 lakhs, 15 crores. Okay, 15 crores is eligible for reduction. Amount eligible for reduction is 15 crores. So least of the two should be selected. So what is the least here? 15 crores. So let us select it. What you have to do is you have to draw a circle around that. Okay, so here I am just changing the color. 15 crores I selected. But one more rule is there. The deduction should not be more than 10 crores. Okay, so here 15 crores we are getting, so it should not be more than 10 crores. If you get more than 10 crores, you give deduction only up to 10 crores, don't give more than that. Okay, if less than 10 crores you are going to get here, then you can give that. Okay, but here it is 15 crores. Okay, so we are going to give only up to 10 crores. Remember that point, we are not going to give 15 crores. Okay, so let us take that point here. Deduction under section 54 is equal to so here only you select. Okay, here I will write one more point, otherwise deduction should not be more than 10 crores. Okay, deduction should not be more than 10 crores. Hence, deduction under section 54 is equal to 10 crores only. Okay, hope this is clear for everyone. So actually we found out the deduction as 15 crores. Okay, if it is less than 10 crores, then you can allow that same amount as deduction under section 54. But here it is more than 10 crores, 15 crores we are getting. So don't give that, because deduction under section 54 is limited only up to 10 crores. We should not give more than that. But selection is first like that. Then we are going to see whether it is exceeding 10 crores or less than 10 crores. If it is less than 10 crores, you can give that amount as deduction. But if it is exceeding 10 crores, then you should not give it. Only 10 crores is the deduction under section 54. Hope this point is clear for everyone. Okay, let us write deduction under section 54 as 10 crores. Okay, if we deduct that deduction under section 54 from the previous value, we get how much, students? You can calculate it. You get 9 crores 91 lakhs 16,000. 9 crores 91 lakhs 16,000. So that is in positive amount, so we can call it as income from capital gain. That is our answer. Hope you all understood this. Okay, in this problem I have focused on deduction under section 54. Okay, so let me show what I discussed with you now. This is a question that I took. Okay, and next, after the question we started solution. So this is a solution part, main part here. This is how we did. So under that you should do the calculations. So we did two calculations here. One is we calculated this one, that is index to cost of acquisition. Like this we calculated, and after this we calculated deduction under section 54 also. So this is how we have to calculate deduction under section 54. Hope you all understood this problem and its solution. So if you understand this class, share this video to other students also, so that it will be helpful for others also. Like the video, share it and subscribe the channel. Thank you.